Physiological, and welcome to an educational series on facts about fluoride. There are a number of misconceptions regarding the safety and efficiency or efficacy of what we call fluoride. So first off, let's be clear about what's put in the water supply, because that's what we're talking about. Hydrofluorosilicic acid is what's put in our water. This is not natural, and this might seem alarming, but in fact, it is indeed hydrofluorosilicic acid, or sodium silicofluoride, which is derived from this liquid toxic waste compound of the phosphate fertilizer industry. And both Mosaic and Potash Corp sell this product, and Mosaic is quite clear in that it is primarily used for the addition to drinking water for the purpose of fluoridation. So fluoridation has become kind of a funny word. And there's a naturally occurring compound called calcium fluoride. And this is what was first discovered to be damaging the teeth of people in Texas. But it was found that at a certain dosage it conferred some benefit. And of that, it is clear there is some benefit of topical application of fluoride to tooth enamel. However, ingesting it confers no additional benefit and only risk. Hydrofluorosilicic acid has never been approved for human consumption. It is not a nutrient. And it's not even pharmaceutical grade sodium fluoride, which you find in your toothpaste. Originally, the source for sodium fluoride was from the aluminum smelting industry, but at least it was pharmaceutical grade sodium fluoride. But quickly it became clear that substituting fluorosilicic acid or hydrofluorosilicic acid was much cheaper. The problem is that these compounds are not pure. They contain traces of arsenic and other elements that come from the rock from which phosphates are mined. So basically you're getting a mine tailings compound. Normally it would go up the smokestack, but it's quite literally scrubbed out of the smokestack and extracted as a liquid. And these are all facts. So let's look at fact number 2. Fluorine, the element. So calcium fluoride is fluorine plus calcium. Aluminum fluoride is aluminum plus fluorine. Fluorine is one of the most reactive elements in the periodic table. In fact, it is the most reactive element in the periodic table. It's very useful in enzyme destruction. It's used in genetics and all sorts of industrial processes for this power. So when we dump our hydrofluorosilicic acid into our water supply, it combines with calcium to form calcium fluoride, but it also combines with hydrogen to form hydrogen fluoride. It forms species with aluminum if that is present. And aluminum fluoride is highly suspect in the pathology of Alzheimer's. It is not something you want to be consuming. That is clear. We are adding a known neurochemical disruptor to our bodies. And this bizarre state of affairs persists because responsibility for this is given to city councilors, and city councilors really want to do good and help the community, and what could be better than helping the poor avoid cavities? That's a very nice story. And there is some truth to it. Adding fluoride to the water has proved to be helpful to certain communities. However, it is not without risk. And those risks are actually damage to teeth. It makes enamel brittle and mottles it. And there are other more insidious risks. If you have a kidney problem, fluoride, the sodium silica fluoride you ingest, and the calcium fluoride you ingest will build up possibly to toxic levels. There are people who are sensitive, whose stomachs don't like having this. Especially hydrogen fluoride is a known irritant to the gut. It may be part of why so many people are now gluten intolerant or have allergies. The thing is, we don't know. We're performing a mass medical experiment on tens of millions of people. Thankfully, most of Canada does not fluoridate, but the cities that do are very persistent and are well funded by the dental community, as if dentists somehow trump toxicology and chemistry. The Academy of Sciences represents an esteemed group of toxicologists, people who understand how these chemicals, once ingested into the body, may pose harm or benefit. And we see a huge array of red flags. So if you live in a city where your city councilors fluoridate, it's unlikely to change anytime soon. Most city councilors are absolutely terrified to make this kind of decision because they know the shitstorm that will happen if they do. So it's up to you. Send a letter to your city councilor and let them know that if they want to make a decision around artificial fluoridation of the water supply with sound and proper science and ethics involved, that you support them. That you don't think dentists should have the final word on epidemiology, toxicology, and city health policy. If you're a dentist, look at the possibility that your professional group is being manipulated by a very powerful lobby that wants a belief system to persist, that somehow this toxic waste compound is safe for people to drink, which is in fact absurd. It makes no sense according to any kind of medical ethics or proper science. Thank you for your time.